This is section 9.5, the actual algebra of matrices. So we know that a matrix is rows by columns. If you do remember that, they are rows by columns. This is top showing you how to represent each little entry spot. So if I tell you these two matrices are equal, then this A would be what 4 is. This B is what 2 is. D is equal to 3. And C is equal to 2. You can add and add and subtract matrices. They have to be the same order. So you have to have the same amount of rows and columns. Otherwise, you can't add or subtract them. But you can multiply by a scalar. It's like distributing. That's what that is. So if we have, let me move this up a little. A, B, C, and D here. C plus D. So we're going to take these two. So I'm going to add each spot. So 3 plus -5, 3 and -5 is -2. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 4 is 6. 2, -6, -4. 5 and 1 is 6. And 9 and 2 is 11. For part B, if I do B minus C, you can't do this because they do not match. So this does not exist. It's not possible. C, A times 2B. So I'm going to take matrix A and add it to the double of whatever B is. I can do that because they are the same amount of rows and entries. So 6 plus 2 times 4, which is 14. -2 plus 2 times 0, which is -2. 1 plus 2 times 12, so that's 25. And then the second column, 0 plus 2 times 2, which is 4. 4 plus 2 times 0, which is still 4. And 2 times 2 times -2, which is -2. 2 plus 2 times -2. And then 3b is we're just taking matrix B and multiplying everything inside of it by 3. So our new matrix becomes 12, 0, 36, 6, 0, -6. Here's properties, and our properties, of course, they don't change. Same properties we've had. Solving a matrix equation. So I'm going to take this here and solve it so x is by itself. Okay, now normally we'd probably want to divide it by 3 and write it that way, like over 3. But because we are using matrices, you can't actually show a division. So you're always timesing by a fraction, because that's what the scalar is. So you could actually punch this in the calculator. We're going to put this into matrix A, this into matrix B in your calculator. So second matrix, you want to go over to edit. I'm going to edit matrix A. It's a 2 by 2. I'm going to just type right over my old numbers. 4, -1, 3, 2. I'm going to get out of there, go back into matrix, go over to edit. This time I'm going to go to matrix B, make it a 2 by 2. And our numbers are -13, 1. Oh, I don't have a negative in there. -13, 1, -3, -2. So on a regular screen, I'm doing clear. 1/3 of the whole thing. So I need parentheses. So 4, and I need to go grab matrix A plus. I need to go grab matrix B. And there you go. There's the new matrix. 1, 3, negative 1, 2. Matrix multiplication is a little bit different. It's long. So we're going to do this one, and then usually I just allow you to do it in the calculator because it's kind of tedious. It's like rows by columns. And oh, one thing we should mention is that the only way to make sure that you can multiply is that the number of columns has to match the number of rows. That has to match. Okay, match. The number of columns in the first one must match the number of rows in the second. So order will make a difference. If you reverse them, it might, something you can multiply together, AB might not be the same thing if you could multiply it BA. Okay, that's not the same thing anymore. So remember that columns in the first one have to match the rows in the second one. All right, to multiply AB. So A is a 3 rows by 2 columns, and this is a 2 rows by 2 columns. So since these match, we can go ahead and multiply AB. So we are going to multiply a row by a column with entries. So I'm going to do 4 times negative 1 and add it to 1 times 3. That's the first spot. And then I'm going to move down. Now I'm going to do the second row with the first column. So negative 3 and negative 1 plus 0 and 3. Then I'm going to move down again and do the third row with the first column still. So 2 and then negative 1 and then the negative 1 here and then the 3 again. Now we're going to move to doing rows with the second column. I'll erase my marks and then just redo my marks. Okay, so now we're going to do rows by second column. So 4 times 2 plus 1 times 1. Then I move down. Negative 3 times 2 plus 0 times 1. And then 2 times 2 plus negative 1 times 1. And then once we evaluate each of those, that's what AB comes out to be. So this comes out to be negative 1, 9, 3, negative 6, negative 5, 3. If I want to multiply B times A, because it would be a 2 by 2 timesing a 3 by 2, these don't match, so I cannot multiply B times A. Here are some properties of matrix multiplication. You can multiply in your calculator. So we're going to go ahead and put A and B in. So I'm going to go over to edit. It's a 2 by 2 still. 1, 2, negative 1, 4. I'm going to go back into matrix. This time edit B. That's a 2 by 2. And we have 6, 0, 2, 3. So on a regular screen, I'm going to go grab matrix A and times it by matrix B. And I get 10, 6, 2, 12. And since it's a 2 by 2, we can do B, A, which in our calculator, this time just put in matrix B and then put in matrix A. Notice that they are different. It's 612, negative 116. Negative 116. Say they are not the same. They do not equal each other. Writing a linear system from a matrix, it's like timesing. You're doing your row by your column. So you get x plus y plus z is 1. Then we get 2x minus 3y, no z, equals 2 when we do the second row by column. And then we do third row by column. We get 2x plus 6y plus 2z is 5. And there's your first system. In the bottom, here's the thing about voters. It's broken down by age and whether they're Democrat, Republican, or Independent, and then by age group, with if they're female, male, or female. So this right here is what we can set as A. This right here is what we can set as B. So it says create a matrix A and matrix B. Here's our matrix A and matrix B right there. It says multiply AB. Well, this is a 3 by 3, and this is a 3 by 2. Since these match, we can multiply them. We're going to put those in the calculator as well. We're going to edit matrix A and make it a 3 by 3. And our numbers are 0.35. Oh, 0.55, 0.5, 0.5, 0.2, 0.25, 0.15, 0.25, and then 0.25 again. I'm going to go back in and edit matrix B. Matrix B is a 3 by 2. We have 7,000, 8,000, 15,000, one more 0, 18,000, 18,000, 19,000. 1, 2, 3. Second, quick. And I want to multiply AB, right? I just edited them. I'm just going to go up. Grab my AB. Enter. All right, so I get this new matrix. I need a little bit more room. Okay, so they're asking questions like how many females are registered as independents in the city? Well, these are males now. These are females. These are Republicans. Oh, no, I have it backwards. Democrats were first. Democrats, Republicans, Independents. That's what this means. So how many females are registered as independents? Go female column, go down to independents. Right there, 10,450. How many males registered as Republicans? Right there, 11,000. And that concludes 9-5.